In this session, we will discuss about basic HTML tags. In first video, I have given introduction about web designing, how to create a web page, and what is the basic structure of HTML. What is HTML? HTML is a markup language, hypertext markup language. By using this kind of language, we can design web pages. Otherwise, we can develop a website. Okay. After that, I have given you some code for the HTML. So basically, HTML containing the collection of elements. Nothing but HTML code should be developed with the help of the collection of HTML elements or tags. So let me revise the previous class. So a simple example I have developed here is a doc type and HTML. Here one thing we have to remind that every HTML, nothing but every element of your markup language is we should enclose with your enclosed brackets. Enclosed, not the greater than, less than. Every element, nothing but every tag should be enclosed within the less than and greater than. And whatever the element is we are using, every element should have the end tag, end element. Nothing but at the down we can see here we have the start tag. H1 is a tag we will discuss now, and the element content. Suppose whatever the content, text, otherwise your name, your subject, your course, whatever the text you need to develop in your web page, and whatever the element, nothing but a tag is started, nothing but here H1 is started, a tag. After that we have to close the end tag. Like that, different kinds of number of elements we have, and every element property will be applied to the particular text up to the element tag should be ended. So up to this only the content property of a particular element will be applied to the particular text. Just like that, these are the basic elements here, and we will discuss the basic element number of collection of elements what we need to develop a simple web page. Okay, and one more thing, let me remind what is the structure of HTML. In HTML structure we have the two parts. We have the two parts, nothing but, so in HTML we have two parts, that is, one is head section and body section, head part and body part. In head part we have to define, what we have to define? We have to define the head part, nothing but, suppose I want to keep some title of the web page. You can observe anywhere, any web page or any window, we have the title part. So the title part will be defined in the head section. So in the head section we have the number of subsections also, subparts also. In the head part we have to define the title. So by using the title tag we can define a title for your web page. Okay. After that, in the head part also we can define some scripting also. We will discuss these if you have the syllabus in your particular this paper. And after that we have to close end the tag, every tag. So head tag is finished, we have to end with a particular tag. After that the body part. So the body part will be get started. So every content, nothing but whatever the web page is going to design the content, the formatting, linking of other files, creation of some frames, creating of some tables, whatever the formatting things, all this will be developed in the body part. So the code we have to define for your web page will be designed in the body part. So in the what kind of elements we have to define, so these we will be discuss the basic elements we need to develop a web page. Okay, after the part is finished we have to close the nothing but end the tag. So bodies get started here, what are the element, after the content is designed, after that we have to close. So this is the basics, and the body part also finished, because I don't need to develop more than this. So a simple web page we are going to design. So after that we have to close, and after the completion of the body, so we have to end the HTML tag. Okay, so HTML having the two parts, head part and body tag, head section and body section. So one thing we have to learn that HTML is a not case sensitive. What is case sensitive? So C program is we have to define this small case only. So particular this language we have to use the capital case, like small case. So these kind of differentiation will be given to the particular programming languages. So this is also one of the language, but this is a markup language. So in the HTML it is not case sensitive. Whatever the case we can use either capital or small case. And how to develop, and what we need to develop a web page. Here we need some notepad. We need some notepad plus. So we have to define the particular HTML code in that. After that we have to save the particular file name. With the suppose I want to use a simple example file name example.html. If you are leaving the simple example, you are keeping save, so the file automatically is a text file because we are developing using the notepad. Okay, then if you have to save a particular file name with .html or .htm, so this extension will supposed to the it's a browser file. It is a browser file. So whatever the web page is going to design, the page should be designed in a text file, and after that we have to save the file with the dot extension of HTML or HTM. So while we are creating the web pages, we need some browser also. Definitely we need the browser, any kind of browser. So when we are creating saving the file with the dot HTML or HTM extension, immediately the file, it is not a notepad file, it is a browser file. Okay, let me show all this here, and now we will discuss the basics of the HTML tags. So these are the basic formatting tags. So let me show you that. So this is the tag name and syntax nothing but how to develop a particular tag. Here we have the bold tag, underline, italic, paragraph, small, big, strong, strikes. More than these also we have. Now we will learn these basics. So how to develop a bold. So suppose in your web page you want to keep some bold in a particular content, for your particular headings, otherwise for your subheadings, we need the help of the bold tag. How to develop? So B is an element, otherwise B is a tag. So we have to keep the content inside the bold tag. So you already know that every element should be having the end tag. Every tag should be end tag. So in the part of the content we have defined, we have to give the close tag. The separation you can understand that this is the starting tag, ending tag will be with the slash, backslash, and underline. Underline for the U is for underline, italic, I for italic. So we can apply all these properties for a particular elements. And next, paragraph tag. So paragraph nothing but suppose we are developing some content, some notes, some textual information. We will keep some paragraphs. So we will get started from some middle of the point. Okay, like that we can create the paragraph oriented text by using the P. P is for paragraph. And next, small. Suppose I want to develop some text with a small size by using the small tag. And big is giving some more than small size, some big size, just like high font size. Next is strong tag. Strong nothing but it's simply like bold tag. Okay, how will be the bold? Some thickness. It's some giving the strongness to your text. Nothing but some giving some bold kind. And strike. You already know that. Suppose if a particular item price is 100, if the cost is reduced to 50 rupees, then how can we say that the 100 rupees will be get striked? Okay, so in these cases we need the strike tag. So strike is a tag to strike the text, to strike the some content of the text. So these are the basics. So we already have some center tag. There are different kinds of tags we have. Okay, some subscript and superscript. We will discuss in all this, and basically we will discuss and develop these now. And next is the heading tags. Heading nothing but I want to keep some heading big size. Next subheading some little bit of smaller than the first one. So if you want more than smaller size than the before sizes, so just like that we have the 6 heading tags, H1, H2, H3, heading 1, heading 2, like that. So we have the see the first H1 is a somewhat big size, next is a somewhat little size than the H2. So the size will be reduced like up to H6. So if you want to keep some these kind of headings, whatever the size we can use for your particular content of your text. So we will develop all this here now. How to develop all this? We will take the help of the notepad. So I am taking notepad. Let me save this file name with the save as some formatting tags I will give. Formatting. What we have to save? We have to save with the extension of HTML or HTM. So where we are going to save here, and I have to save in the desktop. So content we will give. We have to get start here. So first part is the head part. In that head part we will give the title. So I want to give some sample, whatever the name we can use. So this will be the title of your web page. This will be the title of your web page. After that, completion of the title, give the end tag of your title, and after that give the close the your head section. So up to now we have finished the head section. Next, let's start with the body part. Next, what we will start now, particular we will give some second Bcom. We will apply some bold first. Okay, B is a tag for bold. I am giving some Bcom, first Bcom enough. So I don't want more than the particular text, and closing the B tag. Next, italic and underline. We will start the underline. Underline tag. Next, italic. So every element should be. Suppose if you want to do all these at a single line, we can do bold, italic, underline, first Bcom. So give all the ending text /b, /u, /I, like that is. So let me check first these are working or not. Let us check. Let me save it again. Whatever browser where I have saved here, I have saved in the desktop. The name is, what is the name? Formatting. So the file will be, look at this file. This is the Explorer file, browser. So if you are not saved with the .html, it is a text file. Open that file. So look at this. So first what we have applied. First we have applied the bold. We have applied the bold tag. So next one, first is first Bcom bold, next is underline, next is italic. So just I applied these three, and we will do all this. Suppose I have given some break. So BR is a tag. Go to the next line. BR. Okay. BR is a tag. So wherever we need some form changes, go to your notepad and change, and come to your browser. Make it refresh. Okay, so look at, so all this will come in line by line by the BR. BR is one of the tag to break the new line character. Okay, new line element. So for the BR we no need to have the some /b end tag. So BR is a simple tag. The content of the next line of the BR will be come to the coming next line. Okay, so we will do the remaining tags here. What are the remaining tags we had? Striker, okay, strong tag. We will use some big tag or big size, big size, go to the big element. Here we have better to use next small, semi small. Let us check these now. Save changes, go to the web page, save this. So there is a difference between small and big. First one is the big size font and next is the small size. You can make it practice and do the example. Next to strong tag I have defined strong, strong tag of your content. Close that. Strong element with the here. Okay, so you can see the changes. Strong will be just like with the bold and big font, big size font. What we have strike tag also we have strike and your content control V strike tag. Let us see the changes here. Okay, the content, the text what we have defined inside this track will be get striked. Next, what next? I have defined some center also. I doesn't given some center tag. What I have defined control V. Let's see the changes. Okay, so the content will be come to the center. Next, headings I have defined. Okay, headings nothing but what we have defined. H1. How many we have? 6 we have. So I am defining all this in a single page. You can develop all this in a different pages. Okay, at a single page I am doing and making changes. How these will be applied in a web page also I am showing every time. Let me change the name here. This is the web designing now. Web designing. Designing. Close the H1. The track. So no need of okay. So big size. One thing you have to remind. Here I have given capital and small. Coming H1 capital. So it is not a case sensitive. Whatever the case we have defined. Okay. H2. Okay, so these we have the 6 tags. Okay, 6 headings. Let us see how the changes will be applied. So look at the web page. Okay, so how the 6 size is a very small font. So F5, F6. So increasing to decreasing order. So for some headings, subheadings, some inside the some content. If you want to do all this, so heading will also support the bold. Okay, heading will also support the bold. Okay, I think you can understand what the differentiation between the different heading tags. Okay, so these are the different types. So one thing you have to remind that, so these are the different kinds of elements or tags. At a single time I can define. So the page is looking very, you can make the changes colors of your web page also. Okay, so we have the different properties of each element. Property nothing but suppose for a heading I can align to the some center, to the left or to the right. So all these here aligned at the coming at the one side, left side. Suppose I want to align to the particular center, some particular at the right side, other way to make the color as different colors. So all these we can do in the particular properties of every element. So B is an element, in that we have some properties. Okay, so U is an element, just like every element have its own property. For the body also we have some properties. Okay, so all this we will be discussed later. Basically we have designed some basic tags, and we have the some subscript, some mathematically we have defined some h2 bow, otherwise to keep some x square plus y square, these kind of formats also we can define. Subscript and superscript, these will be also using some subtag and superscript tag. So we will discuss these in later. So but we have defined a simple web page with a particular element. So I have defined the formatting tags. I have shown everything, every element differentiation applied to your web page. But basically we need to develop with the help of the browser the content, nothing but the code we have to define in the notepad. The code we have to define in the notepad, other notepad plus. So after that we have to save the particular content of your notepad, nothing but text file. Notepad is a text file. We should save the particular file name .html. If you are not saved with the HTML, it is a text file. Okay, I think you can understand. So every changes I have shown here, but we need the help of the browser. Okay, in the next sessions we will discuss the remaining elements, some table tag, some frames, all these will be I have shown. Otherwise I will give you Zoom link also. Okay, thank you.